Good Shabbos.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. 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 Bimam, bim bim bimam, bim bimam.
Rabbi Heschel writes, in our encounter with the Bible, we may take either a fundamentalist attitude, which regards every word as literally valid, making no distinction between the eternal and the temporal, and allowing no place for personal or historic understanding or for the voice of conscience. Or we may take a rationalist attitude, which, taking science as the touchstone of religion, regards Scripture as a poetic product or myth useful to people of an inferior civilization and therefore outdated at any later period of history. Philosophy of religion has to carry on a battle on two fronts, trying to winnow false notions of the fundamentalist and to dampen the overconfidence of the rationalists. The ultimate task is to lead us to a higher plane of knowledge and experience, to attachment through understanding. I'm going to go on, but I think that this is really important. Fundamentalists come on both sides of the spectrum. Rationalists are throughout our history. The ultimate task is to lead us to a higher plane of knowledge and experience, to attachment through understanding. The problem that we're having today, and we've had throughout history, is that people don't want to understand. We want to take whatever we see and we want to decide what it is, and that's it. We want to make good guys and bad guys. We want to have people saying you're wrong and get defensive and angry. And we want other people to say you're wrong and get accusatory. When we engage in understanding, then what we do is we immerse ourselves. To look at the Bible as a myth for an inferior civilization is to demean ourselves. To look at the Bible as everything is to be taken literally is to deny the eternity of it. When something is eternal, it has to keep growing. And the only way it keeps growing is through understanding. And when we attach ourselves, when we become attached through understanding, I have to understand. I have to understand my wife. I have to understand myself. I have to understand my family. I have to understand my community. I have to understand. And whatever I don't understand, I have to learn. Because as he goes on to say, the prophetic words were given us to be understood, not merely to be mechanically repeated. The Bible is to be understood by the Spirit that grows with it, wrestles with it, prays with it. We have to continue to wrestle, to grow, and to pray. As soon as you say, I'm there, I got it, you lost it. The great spiritual leaders have never seen themselves as there. The ones who do are charlatans. The prophets make us partners of an existence meant for us. What was revealed to them was not for their sake, but intended to inspire us. The word must not freeze into habit. It must remain an event. We have forgotten that life is an event. We look at life as a routine, as something to conquer, as I have to win. And as long as we look at it like that, we are going to miss it. And we will become either a fundamentalist or a rationalist. A rationalist can rationalize any behavior. You know, the devil made me do it. Fundamentalists will tell you why it's okay because it's written in the Bible. And at that moment, the word freezes. And as soon as we freeze the word, we've lost it. We have to continue to wrestle with it. We have to continue to pray with it. We have to continue to grow with it. We have to keep our study and our lives an event. Shabbos happens every week and it's an event. I'm going to tell you a secret. Sunday is an event. So is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Waking up in the morning is an event. Going to work, going to groups, going to whatever we go to. Every moment of our day can be an event if we make it such. But when we stop making things an event, we become frozen. And that freezing will always, always lead to destruction and ruin. And the worst thing is, it's not just ourselves that we're destroying or ruining. We're destroying everyone around us. So, it's been a very tumultuous. Some words I still get tongue-tied on. Week in the history of our country. I'm reading a book called, I'm reading a few books all at once. One of them is The Soul of America by John Meacham. And it's good. He's reminding us that we've been through tough times before. More importantly, he's reminding them that we've come through them. We can rise up. We can make everything better than it was yesterday. We can't do it by denying that there's a Brett Kavanaugh in us or denying that there's a Christine Blasey Ford in us. Our dear friend, the late Dr. Garrett O'Connor, told this story. When he was a medical student, when he was a resident at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore, it was in 1961, I guess, during the Eichmann trial. And there was an Austrian psychiatrist who came for the rounds. And the guy was talking, and he said, I'm obsessed. I'm paraphrasing. I'm obsessed with this trial. I rearrange my clients to watch the trial. And all the time I keep asking myself, this is an Austrian Jew. Okay? Family wiped out. I keep asking myself, where's the Eichmann in me? The moment we stop seeing the soul and the spirit of any one person, we stop seeing the soul of every person. I have to wrestle with that. I have to pray with that. And through wrestling and praying, I grow. My prayer is that this week, we wrestle with the Word. We wrestle with our conscience. We wrestle with our foibles. We wrestle with our strengths. And we keep growing and growing. And we do that as an example to everyone and for everyone, that we can grow and be better. One grain of sand. Shabbat shalom. We continue with a niggin. A niggin is a wordless melody. Blow out the schmutz of the week and breathe in the joy of Shabbos. Thank you, Max.
Lie, 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 lie,
Okay, on page 7 or on the screen, Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Yasharet.
sing for Yitti Nefesh.
Oh, wrong song. Yeti. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did I get it wrong?
No? Yedi nefesh av harachman, Yedi nefesh av harachman, shochav decha, eretz zonecha, shochav decha, yalai lalai lalai eretz zonecha, yarutz avdecha, kemoya, yishtachave yalai lalai lalai el mul hadarcha. Yarutz avdecha kemoya, yishtachave yalai lalai el mul hadarcha. Yedi nefesh av harachman, Yedi nefesh av harachman, shochav decha, eretz zonecha, shochav decha, yalai lalai lalai eretz zonecha.
Okay, I need Jeff M, Max S, Trevor Y, Mamie, and Tori S to come up, please. Jeff M. I called your name. This is the second time. Well, get up. Don't try and use your mother as an excuse again. Your mother would want you to pay attention. So this is the part of the service that's tzedakah. You can see what we say about tzedakah, but what I really want to talk about is tzedakah is not optional. In the Jewish tradition, what tzedakah tells us is that we live in abundance. It doesn't matter if it's a quarter of a million. Well, a quarter of a million would help, just so you know. What matters is that by giving tzedakah, by doing tzedakah, we're saying that we have a seat at the table. We're saying that somebody else matters, that we live in abundance, that we have enough that somebody else, that we can share it with somebody else. It's one of the ways that our tradition says we are holy. It's one of the actions of holiness. And it's so important. I mean, we use the money to help the residents learn how to have fun and sobriety, defray some of the costs. But really what it is, we do it for you. We do it so that everybody knows that they matter. And by doing tzedakah, you can feel You can have the experience. You can be in the event of changing your life and changing the lives of others. We're very grateful for whatever you give. The other thing we do is tshuva. Tshuva is so much more than I'm sorry. Tshuva is so much more than restitution. Tshuva is an event in our lives that says we can look at ourselves. We can go deep into ourselves and not need to be right, not need to be wrong. Tshuva is the experience of change in the Jewish tradition. Tshuva is hope and it's joy. Because every time I do tshuva, I know I can change. And what could be more hopeful than that? Because every time I do tshuva, I grow. I wrestle and I pray. And I deepen my understanding of myself. I deepen my understanding of you. And I deepen my understanding of the human spirit. That's why tshuva is to be done every day. This way we can all keep learning, keep growing, and stay attached to our souls and the soul of those we love and the souls of those we don't like so much. So we do tshuva out loud, and we have Alyssa Y. handling the microphone. That's what it says here. I'm waiting. Did you know you were doing this? Oh, okay. I thought they'd tell you beforehand. So there, right?
Okay, I'm Stephen Mandel. I'm a grateful member of this community. And I'm happy to be here every Shabbat that I can be here. But this is especially an important one for me because tomorrow I will be married 33 years to this wonderful woman. And I wanted to share that with all of you because it's very special. And Rabbi and Harriet and this place are very special to us, and it's great to bring them together on Shabbos. Thank you. And you asked for sponsors, we will take a part of the dinner.
Hi, my name is David, and I came into Beshuva in 1997, I think, at the old house down on Lake Street and near Alvarado, which was about a mile from where I spent about 18 years shooting dope, doing cocaine. And I came into Beshuva, and overall I spent 55 months here. Not only was I Elaine's client, I was her friend, I was also her trainer. And the girls used to walk into her room and go, God, Elaine, how'd you get so buff? And she goes, I have a good trainer. And also for Harriet and the rabbi who let me keep coming back because they trusted me not to do anything disgraceful in here. I did enough disgraceful things outside, but if I had something to ask them, instead of sneaking around their back, I went and I asked them, is this okay? Date this girl or do this, go back early. And so I'm not big at public speaking. It doesn't make me uncomfortable, but I'm just, it's not my biggest thing. But I wanted to thank Harriet and the rabbi for doing, well, almost life on the installment plan. Like I said, I had 55 months in and out of here. And Now I went through really bad hepatitis, so I'm a little vague on how long I have, but it's about 13 or 14 years now, somewhere around there. And I just want to say thank you, because I don't think, I think maybe once in all the time I got up and said thank you to Harriet and the rabbi and to Elaine, who passed way too young, and to everybody at Beshuva who welcomed me. And the rabbi always knew when I first walked in the door, he goes, you know what you got to do, right? And I was the guy who got everybody to make sure they did all their house jobs every morning. So I had a hectic schedule in the morning. But that's it. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that involved with Beshuva, Elaine's husband, and the board, and the people that I came here with, and a lot of the people that are no longer with us. That's it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Harmon. I'm a grateful member of this community. Tonight, I just want to thank Rabbi and Harriet and every single member of this community. On Monday, I have 120 days sober, and it's a miracle. During the past few weeks, I've had a spiritual experience. During the high holy days, this is my first time going through this. I've been through around a lot of different religious traditions and organizations, but this time I felt like I was actually involved. I was a part of it, and the experience transformed my life as opposed to just observing it. Singing in the Sukkot, getting down on my knees and really prostrating myself. But more importantly, like right now in my life, like I feel like I have passion and purpose and passion that I never felt before. I was just, to be honest, I was on the rat race. Business school, trying to make as much money as I could so I could do my dreams later. And for the first time in my life, I feel like I have an opportunity to be a part of my dreams. And I wouldn't have been able to get through this without every single one of you guys here. So I'm really grateful for this house and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Rose. I'm a grateful recovering addict and alcoholic. Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to everybody. This program is amazing. I can't believe this. I just celebrated 43 years. And I'm only 40. I don't know how that happened, Rabbi. It's a miracle. Anyways, I was coming here when you had the other place, and this is a blessing. And if you don't donate money here, give a lot of money, because it's just amazing. It's just unbelievable. I remember when I got sober, it was like nobody was sober at that time, and I was, I don't know how old I was, but there was no recovery places. There was one called Beverly Manor in Orange County, where I lived. And the program was for 3 weeks. I stayed for 6. And I had one relapse where I went out. You hear so much about AA. For me, when I relapsed, I got so paranoid the next day, I ran right into AA and didn't leave since. They say, rarely have we seen a person fail that has thoroughly followed our path. And I have seen people die on this program because that last drink or drug or whatever they did. And for me, going to a meeting every day in the beginning, going to women's meetings, getting a sponsor, coming here, trying to give back. My cousin's very involved in Florida in the program, and he's got me on this speaking tour, because people really relapse a lot down there. And there was a girl that just called me. I spoke at this one recovery home. It was unbelievable. And she just called me that she has her first 4 months sober. And she's so happy. She's got children and a husband, and her whole life has changed, she said. So I'm very thankful. I'm thankful to my little princess Nicole, who I adore, and my girlfriend Neely. It's her mom, and it's her birthday. And thank you so much for having this place for us to come to. God bless both of you. Thank you.
And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for so much. It's like crazy. I'm grateful for all the holidays. I'm grateful for what? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't see your hand.
Hi, I'm Marcy. I'm here from Texas to celebrate my son's first birthday in sobriety. And my husband and I are so proud of him and so grateful for this community and for our family that's here that supports him. And we're just very excited to celebrate this important occasion. So thank you.
I'm still grateful for a lot. I'm grateful for everybody that's here. I'm grateful that the holidays were amazing. Having 700 people here on Yom Kippur. I'm grateful to Jillian and to Nicole for making it happen. As I said during the holidays, they did such great work. I mean, they were just amazing. And they're just two wonderful young women. And we're blessed to have you, really. I'm also grateful for our entire staff. They do amazing work, and they do it from a place of passion and caring. The meal you're going to be served comes out of our kitchen, and usually the kitchen people aren't here because they're working, but tonight Julie's here, and Josh is here, and Rod's in the kitchen, and they just work so hard to make great food. And if it's not good tonight, complain to Rod. But I'm also grateful. We had I think we had a great ethics today. And I'm grateful for the residents for engaging with me, really. And what I love about being here is that we're never afraid to talk about reality and talk about what is and what's happening. And I'm also, I have to tell you, I think everybody knows it, but I'm so grateful that Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel lived and wrote. In the last 30 plus years, whenever my spirit has been shaken, has been upset, whenever I'm unsure, I'm able to go to Rabbi Heschel and read his words and understand his wisdom. And it always brings me home. And that's for me a gift, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful to Harriet. I'm grateful that you continue to challenge. You challenge me and the rest of us every day to be better than we were the day before. You challenge us to listen to each other, even when I don't want to listen to you. And you just challenge us to live in hope, which is kind of funny because you know despair and you're very comfortable in despair. And yet, because you're so comfortable in it, you challenge the rest of us to live in hope. And I'm just grateful and blessed that I'm allowed and I get to live with you and be with you and be your partner. Shabbat Shalom. we continue with Everything Matters.
What we do today,
It's right out there.
tomorrow remembers. The words we speak are stained like ink on a page. No story tried, no action invisible. What we do today will live forever.
When we face sorrow, when we're in pain, when we face failure, when we're ashamed, help us find courage, compassion, and hope.
Help us to remember with an open heart and mind. Everything matters. No story commonplace. The words live forever. Guidance and hope are the foundation. Oh, truth is the light of all creation.
When we are strong and blessed with abundance, when we are healthy and free, help us to love and always remember
Grace and humility.
open our eyes to all
that's
lift up our eyes to see. Open our hearts, never forget that we're free. When we face sorrow, when we're in pain, help us find courage and faith in your name. In every story, on every page,
we're always there.
everything, everything matters. Everything, everything matters. Everything, everything matters. Everything matters.
Sam. Hello? 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 Oh, hello. Sam. Sam, I need you to come up. All right, on page 24, Mizmor Shir. Let's do it.
1, 2,
3, 4.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות. עלה הסור ועלה עלה היגיון בבחינות. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. David on guitar. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות. לעצור בלילה ועלה היגיון בחינות. ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון.
Okay, so some of you may be wondering why the big spread, right? I mean, you're used to everything being pushed up and pushed out. But I guess Nicole realized that it's just been difficult. It's been difficult because it's made it narrower and narrower for the dancing. So Nicole wanted all of the dancers to have plenty of room. Is that correct? Because Nicole is always thinking about how to make things better. Isn't she great? So, why do we have to dance? Because it's time to dance the Bride of Shabbos in with Lichud Doidi. Everybody out.
Shine.
family to come over and light the candles for Shabbos, the whole family. Come on, all of you. Whole family. Are you part of the family, guys?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kinishanu bemitzvotav vetzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Ahavas olam Beit Yisrael Amecha Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadetam Al kein Adonai Eloheinu Meshochveinu v'kumeinu Nasiach bechukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha U'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu Uvahem negeh yomam v'layla.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom. They're calling for you, Frankie. I'm Rabbi Carrie. You're right, like I should just, yeah, okay. I'm Rabbi Carrie. I'm a new spiritual counselor at Beit Tshuva. This is my first time being up here with Rabbi Mark on a Friday night, and I'm ready to preach. I got a little preaching to do. It's not always when I'm here going to be preaching, but right now I got some preaching to do. Okay. And I'm not going to talk about politics, Rabbi Mark, but I am going to talk about morality, which means I am going to talk about truth. And I'm not going to tell you who to believe or what to believe, but I am going to talk about tshuva. And I am going to tell you right now, and you might even hear it in my voice, that I'm really angry. For many of us, these hearings and testimonies about Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh are hard to watch. Listening to Dr. Christine Blasey Ford tell her story about how Kavanaugh assaulted her in high school, whether you believe it or not, reminds many of us of our own experiences with sexual assault, our own traumas. At Beit Tshuva, some of us share these experiences in group, some in sessions with therapists or counselors, or just talking with friends. Facebook alone is filled with stories of Me Too and why I didn't report. The depth and breadth of the hurt is devastating, and I am so angry. I'm angry that I and people I care about are so hurt that the reverberations of hurt that carry on from year to year, from relationship to relationship, that the reverberations carry so far that when we are safe and sober, our behavior is affected beyond reason. Like when Dr. Ford, at great financial cost, built a second front door to her home so that there's always a way to escape, even decades later. Of all the stories courageously shared now, there's one I want to share in particular. It's not about the assault itself, it's about after. In an article in The Atlantic, Deborah Kopeikin, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce her name, describes what happened when, after being inspired by Dr. Ford, she wrote a letter directly to her rapist. I wrote him a letter, she says, 30 years after the night in question, reminding him of what he'd done and how hard it has been to overcome. And do you know what this man did? Less than a half hour later, he called me on the phone, and he said, "Oh, Deb, oh my God, I am so sorry. I had no idea. I'm filled with shame." What courage. What courage to write the letter. What courage to call. What courage to open the door. What courage to walk through the door. This courage is not stuff of heroes. It's the stuff of tshuva. After 30 years, she forgave herself enough to write. And after 30 years, he took responsibility for his actions. All just before Yom Kippur, the day of forgiveness. We spoke for a long time, she writes, maybe 20 minutes. He had no recollection of raping me, just of the party where we'd met. He blacked out that night from excessive drinking, and soon thereafter entered AA. But that, he said, was no excuse. The fact that he'd done this to me and that I'd been living with the resulting trauma for 30 years was horrifying to him. He was so sorry, he said. He just kept repeating the words, "I'm so sorry," over and over. After this conversation, Kopeikin says, 30 years of pain and grief fell out of her. 30 years of pain and grief fell out of her. She cried, and she kept crying until Yom Kippur, when she forgave herself and forgave her attacker. She felt for the first time in 30 years, in her words, reborn, all because of a belated apology. Many of us in this room can put ourselves in the shoes of this man. Like many of us, he too is a recovering addict, and we also have done things in our addictions that we don't even remember. One of my greatest fears is that there are people I don't know that I need to make amends to, that I may have scarred someone for life and don't even know that I need to call them, to write them, to take responsibility for the actions that have caused them so much pain. This letter that Kopeikin wrote was a gift, and her attacker saw it that way. He saw it for what it was, an opportunity for amends, an opportunity to take responsibility for what he'd done and the resulting trauma. How? How did he see that opportunity for what it was instead of denying it or shifting blame? Because of the fourth step, because of the eighth step, because of the tshuva he's done through AA, because he knew that accountability brings healing to the people we've hurt and to ourselves. That is the power of living tshuva. Two journeys, her self-forgiveness, his belated apology, meeting in holy healing. Without tshuva, there is no healing, no peace. And that's why, despite the hurt he is clearly feeling, I just can't feel sorry for Brett Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh does not express even the possibility that he might have been drunk and done something terrible. He does not even consider that his yearbook language about women might, in fact, be reflective of an internalized misogyny that he can work to scrub from his soul. Instead, he proclaims that, quote, he has never treated a woman disrespectfully. I don't know a person out there of any sex or gender who has managed to escape the disease of misogyny. It's pervasive, and yet he cannot admit that he, like all of us, suffer from what Heschel calls a disease of the eyes, the sex and gender bias that I call a disease of the heart. Instead, he describes himself as a victim, a martyr for rich, white, cisgender, heterosexual men, a victim of lies told against a good man. He thinks we need a hero for truth. But that's not the kind of hero we need. We've got something better. We've got tshuva. We've got the possibility for healing and peace. We know that truth is just another story we tell ourselves. We know that we must take responsibility for our actions. We know there are consequences for our actions even when we do take responsibility. And we know a true hero would authentically admit he might have done something wrong. We see through the BS because we've got tshuva. Let me be clear. This is not a self-righteous rant, believe it or not. As much as a self-righteous rant might temporarily assuage my anger. What I'm telling you is that even Kavanaugh can do tshuva. Just like Deborah Kopakin's attacker. Just like us in this room. He would earn my respect if he could admit his track record with women is not perfect. Exposing the lies we tell ourselves. In this room, we know that's the beginning of tshuva. Unfortunately, from his statements and affect, it doesn't seem like that possibility has occurred to him. But the doors of tshuva are never closed. They don't close for anyone on Yom Kippur or Simchat Torah or even Passover. They are always open. So while there's a call on social media for rabbis to disassociate with people who have a history of sexual assault, a call to throw them out of communities, a house of tshuva doesn't throw anyone out. It makes space for everyone's tshuva. And Brett K. is welcome here when he's ready to do the work. Thanks for letting me preach.
Okay, let's rise to welcome, for the call to worship, the Baruch Hu. Let's bring all of ourselves together.
Ha
seated and turn to page 33 or look at the screens for the Shema. The Shema is the watchphrase of our tradition. It says to hear, listen, and understand. That we wrestle with our own souls, we wrestle with God, we wrestle with others. And as I read earlier, that wrestling allows us to pray and grow. Now, when we do that, we know that God is our God. Adonai. Oneness. And when we know that, it leads us to understand that we're part of the oneness that's the world. That there is no me and you, or me against you. That it's me and you. And we need each other in order to make the world better. So please join with the cantor in chanting the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Say shalom b'momam, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, 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 say shalom b'momam, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol
Okay, I ask those who are in mourning or observing a yard site to please rise, turn to page 67 or look on the screen. We say Kaddish for the yard sites of Jack Werber, Selma Feinmel, Anna Morrison, Harry Waters, Hyman Scher, Melvin Hirsch, Joyce Black, Joseph Gluckstein, Albert Goodman, Nathan S. Forms, Molly Feldman, Jean Yellen, Anna Lomberg. The year of mourning for Donna Barzian, Meredith Baskin, Amber Belsky, Jennifer Berger, Nate Chittick, Bobby Dorn, Sylvia Feldman, Jordan Feldstein, Scott Harrison, Barbara Hare, Yale Hare, Dwight Keys, Melvin Mallett, Chuck Maltz, Hyman Miller, Brett Nadler, Isaiah Negretti, David Resnick, Gladys Shapiro, Erwin Shapiro, Emma Steinberg, Michael Sayelski, Phyllis Tell, Lester Trackman, Hannah Wilson, Jamie Zabludowski. Together, Yikadal, V'yikadash, Shemerabah, V'yalma divrach Yute, V'yamlich malchute, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'galav, V'zman karib, V'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach le'olam alamei amaya, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei dekudsha b'rechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'asei shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who makes welcoming in the high heavens and here bring comfort to all who mourn. Let us say. Okay. Sam, we need you to come up and read the prayer and gratitude for recovery. Cantor, you take over.
O Lord my God, I cried unto you, and you did heal me. O Lord, you saved me from the peril, kept me alive. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hagomel lechayvim, tovot shemgimalani kol tov. Praised are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who bestows good beyond our deserving, and who has dealt graciously with me.
Together. Misha Gamalcha Kol Tov, Gimalcha Kol Tov Sela. May the one who calls you good always bestow goodness upon you. Amen.
Okay, Sam, get your family. You got a cake?
Hey there, I'm Sam. And I'm just going to keep it short and simple because I honestly don't know what I can say right now that hasn't already been said. I'd like to give a special thanks to all my family and friends, my sponsor, my mentor, anybody who has supported me through this last year. It's really meant, it's meant a lot to me, and I can't possibly express how much. So, I just wanted to start off by saying also that I haven't gone through Beit Teshuvah, but this community means a lot to me. I have family that's very active here and friends that have come through here, so it's a very special place for me and my recovery. And it's allowed me to explore my Judaism. Sorry. So I'm just going to start out by saying that a year ago today, I was completely lost and broken and confused. And when I looked in the mirror, I really didn't like what I saw. So I reached a breaking point and decided that I needed help. And since that point, I went to a treatment facility, and I went there and got a lot of help. I learned a lot about myself and tools to deal with life, but it wasn't enough to fill the God-sized hole that I had created in my life. So I came out here, and I got connected to the community, got connected to AA, and I can say that I've created a spiritual connection through the process of doing the work. I just want to say for anybody that's new or struggling that change is possible for anyone that is willing to work for it, and anyone who will take it seriously. And it's not easy, but it is possible. So my life today is full, and I build self-esteem through doing esteemable acts, and I'm just filled with gratitude for everything. Everything in my life right now is a blessing. It's all just like gravy. So my last words are that I got here by trusting God, cleaning house, and helping others. Thank you.
And we have to remember that there are people who are still ill, so we say, Misha Berach Avatenu v'Imatenu Hu Yivarech v'Rapeh et HaCholim. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless them in the desert, bless us here in the diaspora, bless us in Eretz Yisrael. Send healing. 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 Healing of the mind, healing of the soul, healing of the body. 2. Please put out the names.
Jody. Michael. Melissa.
Kadosh Baruch Hu, send them complete healing. Healing of the body, healing of the soul, and let it happen right now. Let us all say.
Amen.
Okay, on page 56, which one are we doing?
Taubman.
Misha Bera. It's up there on the screens, too.
Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel veLeah Yivarech veYirapeh et HaCholim.
This is the announcement part of the service. You can see him up there. But I want to start out with gratitude, okay? I want to thank Eldon and Max and Aaron for our sound, our live stream, and our screens. And I want to thank Greg and who was drumming tonight? That's Tiger and Laura and David for the band, right? Weren't they great? And Rachel for our cantering, and Nate for joining in. I want to thank don't get rowdy. I know we're early, but don't get rowdy. I want to thank Rabbi Carey for a great preach. And coming up Tuesday, you're going to be able to learn with all of us. You can see on the back of the Shmata. We're starting out with Rabbi Michael. It's the Jewish bookshelf. Rabbi Michael, followed by Rabbi Carey, then Rabbi Iggy, then Chaplain Adam, and then me. And we're going to cover different Jewish teachers. And I'm not going to teach Rabbi Heschel. I know. I always teach Rabbi Heschel, so I thought I would change it up. Also, we are the only Jewish charity, official charity of the 2019 marathon. Are we? Aren't we? We're still the only one, right? Why not? What? The only official Jewish charity of the Los Angeles Marathon. And our marathon training is starting October 7th. So what we need, here's the truth, okay? Our residents sign up and they start training. We need used sneakers for our residents. Later on, I'm going to try and get some money to buy new sneakers for them for the race. But right now, all we need is used ones. So if you have used ones, right? What aren't we asking? We're collecting running shoe sneakers for residents who might not have shoes to start the season off. Please look through your closets and donate what you can. Now, on October 7th, we're going to have a training and a team breakfast and orientation. So it's going to be a great day. Anybody who wants to sign up, it's an amazing experience. It's 6 months worth of training. And I have to tell you something. There's nothing like seeing our people. Last year, how many did we have? 60, 70? 60. 60 Beit Shubites, members of the community who participate, who not only started but finished the LA Marathon. I mean, that's something. On October 19th, we're going to have our alumni Shabbat. It's our alumni appreciation Shabbat. Alumni will be speaking, singing in the choir. We'll have a gratitude meeting after Shabbat. We look forward to seeing you here. On October 20th at 5 p.m., that's Saturday. It's not up there. But at 5 p.m., we're going to have a sober tish, so spread the word. We're going to have a teaching. Rabbi Iggy and myself and Rabbi Michael and maybe Rabbi Carey, maybe Rabbi Tova. We'll see who shows up. But we're going to have a teaching. It's a third meal, Shalosh Shudas. It's called the Tish. It's the Rabbi's Tish. In the Orthodox Hasidic world, it's something that everybody wants to attend because you get to hear the wisdom of the Rebbe. Here, you get to hear me. So we're going to have that at 5 o'clock, of course, with dinner, because it's the third meal. There's a bereavement process group for parents and also that who've lost a child to addiction every other Wednesday. The next group is October 3rd. And lastly, the Purse Project. We've been doing this for 2 or 3 years. This is the third year. We need personal hygiene products, wet wipes, combs, tissues, antibacterial lotions, toothbrushes, toothpaste, feminine products, clothing, socks. Socks is the #1 thing that homeless people want. Hats, snacks, water, cash donations. And purses. What we do every year, and we've been passing them out. Last year, how many we pass out? 600. So please, please, please help us. And in just, Nancy, so you know, okay, I'm going to give you $100 cash for it, okay? We have one sponsor tonight, Susan and Andy Trackman, in honor of Sam Nelson's 1-year cake and Susie's natal birthday. So we want to say thank you. And the Mandels, we want to say thank you. We need 3 other people. We need 3 other people. It goes to defray the cost of food. We serve for all. Thank you. That's 1. We need 2 more. We got Axelrods. Thank you. And 1 more. Can we squeak it out? Can we squeak it out? Gil, did you raise your hand, Gil? That's what I thought. Okay. Gil Spielberg. Thank you, Doc. I'm shameless. Shameless, Gil. Aren't I shameless? So, most of all, we want to wish you all a great Shabbos. And now we go to the Kiddush. So everybody please rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho ve'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techila למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי באנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך הנחלתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. Amen.
L'chaim, now grab a piece of the challah or a piece of somebody who's got a piece, but
Watch where you grab that piece. Sorry, that was loud.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz